there, I am Nicola. One of the things that I used to do at Cincinnati Review for our staff and for volunteers is to teach various aspects of the magazine's operations. And the session that's dearest to my heart is the one on copy editing. I am very passionate about copy editing. I am a champion of good copy editing. I feel like there's a lot of bad copy editing that goes on out there, and it really ruins it for the good copy editors. What I mean by that is that when people have been copy edited by a bad copy editor, they become intolerant of copy editing in general. They just think of it as meddling, and they resist it. So one of the things that I thought I would do in the next several YouTube sessions is talk about the principles of good copy editing. I came up with what I call the 5 Cs of good copy editing. One of the things I feel like beginning copy editors do and that bad copy editors do is when they come at a piece, they tackle it, they make changes according to how they would have written it. This is particularly a temptation for people who are writers themselves, and most of the people in our programs, our various programs, are writers themselves. So it's that little egotistical voice in the head that's like, oh, well, I would have done it this way, so I'm going to change it so that it's the way I hear it in my head. That is the wrong approach to copy editing. What I tell people who are copy editing is ask yourself, why am I making this change? Every single change you make, every single one, say, why am I making this change? Does this change have to be made? Does it need to be made? Or is it merely not the way that I would have done it? If you want to make a change to a piece, what I tell people anyway is that it needs to be one of the 5, the reason for the change needs to be one of the 5 Cs. And if it's not one of the 5 Cs, then I'm thinking you should not be making that change. I should also say that even copy editors need copy editors. The headspace that you're in when you write is very different from the headspace that you're in when you are editing. So that alternate perspective can be really helpful to pretty much everyone. And I would say that one of the joys of copy editing is the fact that you can inhabit someone else's sensibility. This is what good copy editors do, is when you make a change, you have a very good reason for it, and you make the change in the style and the voice of the piece. So you're a bit of a sensibility shifter in a way. You can immerse yourself in a given piece and enjoy the way that the craft is being enacted or performed on the page, and become part of that for a few minutes. It's super fun. And I also find that you can develop some really close relationships with other writers by simply being the most empathetic, the closest, and most appreciative reader of their work, understanding what they're trying to do and conveying that when you are communicating with them about changes. So the next few sessions, what I will do is talk about the 5 Cs. There is a 6th one. I'll mention that. I just threw it in for fun. And it's more the opposite. It's a C that has to do with how people, especially people who have been copy edited poorly in the past, may receive your changes, your edits. So I'll see you on the next YouTube session on copy editing. We'll be talking about conformity. Thanks.